What's going on, everyone? And welcome to Road to First Show, episode 3. Sipping on some black coffee, also working with this nice big concoction here. You may have seen this in some of my previous videos. This big concoction here, we need to come up with a name for it. It's becoming a staple in my contest prep. Comment down below what you think the name should be. I'm thinking something wild and crazy along the lines of Scott McCloud's Anabolic Hot Cereal. And the first rule to this Anabolic Hot Cereal is that there are no rules. All rules out the door. For this concoction, we're working with a pack of instant cream of wheat original flavor, a packet of low sugar maple brown sugar oatmeal. We threw in a Greek yogurt. We threw in 2 tablespoons of PB Fit peanut butter powder, a half serving of regular ass peanut butter. We weighed out that peanut butter because we're in contest prep. We need things to be accurate. Get yourself a food scale. You gotta know how much you're taking in. But back to the Anabolic Hot Cereal. In there, we also got a serving of frozen berries. Now, like I said, the first rule with the Anabolic Hot Cereal is there are no rules, so you can get creative. You've seen, or you should have seen in one of my previous videos, I think it was my travel vlog, I could be wrong, but you saw in one of those previous videos that I actually threw a whey protein isolate right here in the entire concoction. Scott McCloud's Anabolic Hot Cereal, if you will. Comment down below. We got to come up with a name, but we need to make it wild and crazy because the first rule with this big concoction of treats is that there is no rules. Except for, of course, providing that first bite for the homies. Yo, real quick tip for weighing out your regular ass peanut butter. Take the cover off, turn your food scale on, set it to grams. Put the entire jar on the scale. But while the jar's on the scale, you then tear the scale. So you set it to 0. And then you take out of the peanut butter jar, and then the scale will reflect a negative amount. And then half a serving here is 16.5 grams. We'll just call it 17 grams. So I'll take out of the jar until the scale reads negative 17 grams. Peanut butter is calorically dense. It's not the best choice. That's why you see me use PB Fit peanut butter powder. I am out of my outright bars. The outright bars are a great breakfast protein bar for me, and those were a nut butter based bar, a peanut butter based bar. Instead of buying those again, I've just got the regular ass peanut butter. I'm being diligent in weighing it out, and I'm throwing it into the mix here. All right, so I finished up the concoction of treats. Gonna sip on the rest of this coffee. Off to a powerful start this morning. Woke up feeling dangerous. It's currently Friday, July 23rd. I woke up at 172 pounds even, and tomorrow marks 14 weeks out. Okay, sitting down with another meal here on this fabulous Friday. We got some protein pancakes, and with the pancakes, another serving of frozen berries. I cook one of the pancakes, put frozen berries on top of it, cook the other pancake, throw it on top of the frozen berries so it kind of warms them up a little. You may be thinking, why not just cook the berries into the batter? Because I've tried that and I did not like the way that it came out. If you would like to do that, go ahead and do that. That's probably a good strategy. Now, these are the Kodiak cake power cakes, buttermilk flavor. I've also tried the chocolate chip. Those are fantastic. These pancakes can certainly work for you if you're diligent. Weigh out the batter, use water. I add a whole egg, just one whole egg. And then on top of your pancakes, this is a must. You must be using sugar-free syrup. Yes, sugar-free syrup. Don't go ruining this meal with regular ass syrup and drizzling a whole bunch of that on, because that is just way too many unnecessary calories. For the sugar-free syrup, 2 tablespoons, 4 grams of carbs. I measure this out, weigh this out, measure it out, do what you gotta do. Sugar-free syrup, 2 tablespoons, 4 grams of carbs. If you use regular ass syrup, you're using 1 tablespoon of that and you're getting upwards of 30 grams of carbs for just 1 tablespoon. I'm using 4 tablespoons of this for just 8 grams of carbs. We need to fuel ourselves throughout the entire day. We can't waste unnecessary calories using regular ass syrup, because then we're not going to be eating a lot of food later on in the day. We're going to have to limit ourselves. We're going to be hungry. Not a good strategy for satiety. Get the sugar-free syrup. I'm telling you, it's a must. With the addition of some berries here, I'm doing my best to make more volume on this plate. Berries are low-calorie, dense options, meaning that you get a lot of volume. It's voluminous, and it's minimal calories for that volume and that density. It fills you up. It fills up your stomach. It provides volume. It's a great strategy for satiety. So I'm adding berries to the pancakes, sugar-free syrup, Kodiak cake pancake mix. Give this a try. Let me know how it goes for you. First bite of some pancakes for the homies. Real quick, back to that point about sugar-free syrup. It's not because carbs are inherently bad. Don't get it twisted. That is not what I'm saying. Carbs are absolutely not inherently bad. I eat a ton of carbs throughout the day, properly fueling my body, fueling my workouts, helping with tissue generation as my protein is then going to be allocated towards muscle protein synthesis and not converted to glucose via gluconeogenesis. I'm not using sugar-free syrup because carbs are inherently bad. That's not what I'm saying. It just allows me to eat a lot of food throughout the rest of the day. If I'm taking up a lot of my carbohydrates right here on my second meal of the day, then my other meals are going to be a little skimpy in terms of the carbohydrates. I want to eat voluminous meals throughout the entire day to eliminate any feelings of hunger and to remain satiated and satisfied, and in doing so, I'm preventing binging. I'm full throughout the day, throughout my meals, because those meals are filled with volume. So that's why I'm using the sugar-free syrup. I'm low-key throwing out a lot of diet tips and tricks and knowledge and hacks that you can utilize and that I would hope you would utilize to remain satisfied and satiated throughout the day and to eat properly to fuel your body, fuel your workouts. Now, in Road to First Show episode 2, I did mention that some changes are taking place. I sent a quick email on over to the folks in registration for the Summer Shredding Classic, and I was successfully able to switch from men's physique to classic physique. So my posing is going to look a lot different. I got to get the ball rolling with posing. I'm thinking about some Skype sessions with my coach. I'll fill you in on my coach later in this episode. That's another one of the changes. But yeah, I really got to get that practice in for posing. Posing's going to look different. I'm going to be in posing trunks as opposed to board shorts. So I'm going to be showing off the legs. I think my legs are my strongest body part. And that's the primary reason why I wanted to switch on over to classic physique. Getting some work done. I promise you it's the same day. See, Friday, July 23rd. I don't know if you can see that, but when I was eating those pancakes in the previous clip, I hit my fork against one of the blueberries. The blueberries squirted some juice all over that nice yellow hoodie. I treated it with a stain stick, got it in the wash. Hopefully it doesn't stain. Same day here, getting the work done. Just had to change the wardrobe. The other thing that I wanted to update you all on is the fact that I have made it final with Team Pro Physique, and specifically within Team Pro Physique, I'm working with Stephen Beaugrand. I'll pop up Stephen's Instagram on the screen. In those initial conversations that I've had with Stephen seems like a really cool guy. He's given me all the information that I need. He's answering my questions, and I'm also gonna hit him up for some posing practice. So in one of my check-ins, he gave me a few posing tips and tricks, and he does also offer Skype sessions for one-on-one posing virtually. So I'm definitely gonna be taking him up on that posing, as posing is my biggest concern, and I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to bring the best package to the stage and to pose at my very best. This is low-key turning into kind of a full day of eating without me even planning on it. I'm not going to show you absolutely everything that I eat today, but I'll show you this because I showed you the other couple meals. I have 5 ounces of pink Alaskan salmon. I have 1 serving of jasmine rice and 100 grams of broccoli. Weighing everything out, not cooking with oils or butters or any of that jazz. Use calorie-free cooking sprays. It's 2021. No need to waste extra calories on oils and butters. All that's going to add up so quickly. So salmon, rice, broccoli, salt and pepper, tiny bit of soy sauce. Soy sauce is a pretty macro-friendly condiment, so again, be careful with your condiments and don't cook with the butters and the oils. You don't need it. First bite of the salmon, rice, and broccoli for the homies. Gonna continue on with my Friday, gonna get myself into the gym, continue that work from home grind, edit some YouTube videos, check off all the boxes, get things done, and I'll be sure to check back in with a few updates a little bit later on. Finishing off the macros with some Smart Pop popcorn, a Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt, this is the blueberry flavor, and 1 scoop of MTS whey with 5 grams pure creatine. Had a pretty solid day today. Again, Friday, July 23rd. Woke up at 172 pounds even. There were a couple of things that I wanted to keep you all in the loop on, and those 2 things were the fact that I switched over to Classic Physique and the fact that I made it final with Team Pro Physique, and I'm specifically working with Coach Stephen Beaugrand. And Stephen seems like a really cool guy. I'm excited to continue working with him, and the biggest concern still on my mind is posing, but we're doing everything that we can to nail down that posing. And speaking of posing, I do have a physique update at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the secret letters for the giveaway. You definitely don't want to miss that giveaway, $50 at Chick-fil-A. One other diet tip and trick here is this volume snack popcorn. So this is Orville Redenbacher's Smart Pop popcorn. I have the box of the kettle corn here. You can see the Orville Redenbacher Smart Pop popcorn mini bags. This is the kettle corn version. The bag that I'm eating is actually the butter flavor. I just don't have the box on me, so I figured I'd hold up the kettle corn box. But no, this is not Skinny Pop. This is not any of those other garbage popcorns that are marketed as quote unquote healthy when they're really not healthy, and they're filled with the same amount of fat content as regular ass popcorn. This is Smart Pop popcorn, Orville Redenbacher. This is gonna be your friend. This is a lot of volume. It takes you a while to consume and a while to eat. It's gonna keep you satisfied and satiated, and there's a good amount of fiber in it as well. And of course, here's the first bite of some popcorn for the homies. Tomorrow marks 14 weeks out. I'm sure I mentioned that earlier in the video, so there really should be no hiccups at this point in time, but I'm feeling good. We're getting things done, and we're well on our way to bring the best package possible to the stage on October 30th. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the physique update. As you can see, I still have so much work to do with my posing. I promise you this, I will get better. Secret letters for the giveaway: IV, India, Victor. Again, that's IV, India, Victor.